Okay. Last but certainly not least, our final comic tonight is a proud mom, a retired Air Force senior NCO, and is a staggering 6'1.5" tall. And she gave me permission to say this. Despite her height, she has tiny, cute little feet. But if she catches you staring at them, she'll remind you that her eyes are up here. Ladies and gentlemen, Melissa Errett.
Easy, I'm taking. Thank you, Ryan, for that warm introduction. Yeah, they are small. So are my feet. As Ryan mentioned, I am an Air Force veteran and a mom. And I did the majority of my Air Force career as a single mom, so Lord knows I got my share of whining and crying and fighting and temper tantrums, and then I'd have to leave my deployments and go home to my kids. Parents in the audience, yes? Yeah. Children competed with each other a little bit, right? Yep. My children started competing with each other at a very, very young age, like while they were in utero. Yeah, now here's a little known fact. We know that children develop really, really early, but what you don't know is that they can actually read and write from the moment of conception. So, my oldest daughter, Erica, she chronicled her 9-month stay in my womb, much like a prisoner in solitary confinement. Yes, yeah, the placenta and umbilical cord were like the proverbial ball and chain. Anyway, yeah, she chronicled her time there, like how halfway through my pregnancy with her, she gave me hellacious heartburn. And then that wasn't good enough, and so she started with the stretch marks. She had a clean slate. By the time she was done, shortly after I delivered, Rand McNally called and said, "Hey, can you model the interstate for Texas for us?" I-10, I-45. Yeah. So Laura came along a few years later and wasn't going to be outdone by her elder sister. Yeah, no. So literally, I had heartburn the second she was conceived. I kid you not, the nurse came out and said, "Airman Errett, you are pregnant." I said, "Fantastic. Oh, let's celebrate. Can I have some Tums with a Maalox chaser?" Yeah, but the stretch marks were where Laura really excelled. Yeah, shortly after I delivered her, Rand McNally had me back, this time to do the entire United States, to include Alaska, Hawaii, and the Virgin Islands. Now, I could show you, but that would require me removing clothes, which is not going to happen in a family environment. But to give you an idea, I haven't worn a scoop neck top or open-toed shoes in 22 years. Yeah, raising these two was always a hoot. Yeah, Erica, my oldest, pretty quiet, reserved, when teaching her not to touch things like the glass front stereo cabinet we all had in the 90s. She'd touch it, we'd say no. She'd touch it again. Smack her hand. She looked at me, she's like, "I got you, Mom. I won't do it again." Cool. So when Laura came along, I thought, you know what, I'll try that method with her. I had some differing results. She'd touch the stereo cabinet, I said no. She'd touch it again. I'd smack her hand. She looked at me, looked at the glass. How do you like me now? Yeah, fantastic there. So the fun continued several years later. Picked the kids up from daycare. On the way home, had to stop at Walmart. Laura didn't like to wear shoes, ever. She kicked her shoes off in the car. I'm ready to get home, right? It's the end of a long day. So I get out, I'm putting her shoes on, and she's like, "Mom, why do I gotta wear shoes?" I'm frustrated. And so in a frustrated mommy moment, I said, "Because we're not hicks." She's like, all right. We get into the store, I put her up in the cart seat. We're not in the store 30 seconds. In behind us walks a family of 5. Not one of them are wearing shoes. I'm like, all right. Laura looks at me, looks at the family, and in her outside 4-year-old voice, "See, Mama? We're not hitched like them." I grabbed Erica. "Where is that child's mother?" Yeah. The fun continued. We're back in the car several years later. We're all singing along to the radio, right? I'm singing too. Erica, who at this point is 12, and knows that there's no way on earth her mother could ever be hip, says, "Mom, how do you know the song? How do you know the song? It's popular, it just came out." And I was like, no. This is Tiffany's cover of a Blondie song. This song was popular when I was in high school. A few seconds tick by. Laura, her little voice from the back seat, says, "Ah, so that singer's dead now, right?" Yeah. Good time. So Laura never let an opportunity to zing me get past her. Several years later, we're getting ready to go out to breakfast. It's a Saturday morning. I'm not going to dress up. I put on a gray pair of shorts. I put on a gray t-shirt, put my hair up in a ponytail. I said, "All I need now is a gray ball cap." And Laura says, "Oh, to go with your hair?" Yeah. Now I appreciate good comedy, right? So I thought about it. I smiled. I actually laughed. And I said, "You know what, Laura, that was actually very witty, well-timed, nicely done. I'm going to give you a high five." She put her hand up, and I went, "How do you like me now?" Thank you, that's the end of my bit. But before I take my happy backside off the stage, everybody has thanked Sam and Ryan for this. I also want to add my thanks to Chris and to Tim, our instructors, for taking a group of combat wounded warriors and putting us up here. More importantly, though, I retired a few years ago, actually 7 years ago, and what impresses me most is for the people like Doug and Mike who get up here. They were our predecessors, and they're the ones that we owe the thanks to because they're the ones that gave us the great nation to fight for. So thank you very much.